Well, you ever heard of a game called Soul Reaver? Well, it's a game about a vampire who he grows some wings and then he has them ripped off quite gruesomely, and it's really painful. And then his dad throws him into a vortex of just fucking flames and green fire and eternal pain for like hundreds of years. He's a vampire, he can't die. And then he lands at the bottom of some flipping underworld place. And the Wheel of Fate tells him that the wheel is slowing down because everyone's a vampire now and nobody's dying, so there's no souls to power time. And then she says, I'm going to bring you back to life, and then you can go eat all these souls and help restart my wheel. But he's really got an underlying agenda. It's just to raise an army to take over the world. And then you leave that place and you go towards some temple somewhere where you find Kain, who's sitting there with the Soul Reaver sword, which, if you didn't, or spoilers, if you haven't played the other games, you'll know the sword is actually Raziel, Soul Reaver himself, possessed inside the sword. He tries to kill Raziel with the sword, but that can't happen because his soul's possessed inside the sword, so he can't kill himself, and the sword ends up binding to him forever. And then you go off, you kill a bunch of vampires, and then at the end of it, you find out his soul is stuck in an eternal time loop, which he can't escape. It's actually some of the best video game writing I think we've seen, in ages. Well, actually, it came out ages ago. But yeah, the guy who wrote it, he ended up going on to do Uncharted. So I think that proves that Soul Reaver has the best story ever out of any video game. Fuck Mass Effect.
Thank you for playing. Presented by
Noob Review.